Folks, Slice'em here with Slice'em Gaming, and it is that time again for us to get rocking and rolling and get the stream starting. As you can see, Contest of Champions down for maintenance, which means we got a little bit of time to discuss the stream, discuss the MCOC contest, what's going on, what everything's means. We're going to discuss the boycott, what players are discussing, what's going on behind the scenes that maybe not every player out there gets to know about. Real quick, shout out to Tori. I was told she wanted a shout out early on. I was talking to her earlier today, so you know what? We got to make things happen, you know. So there you go, Tori. Shout out to you, and thanks for all the hard work you do on a couple different things and putting up with some of the guys that put in the hard work. So now let's discuss MCOC. Let's discuss what's going on, and like I said, we're gonna have a little bit of an ongoing debate here and discussion. So, and I accidentally just lost somebody's chat. Hey, what's up, Travis? Good to see you, man. So as you see, Contest of Champions is down for maintenance, scheduled maintenance. Hopefully it'll be back up here before too long. And if not, no feelings hurt, because as I talked about the other day, the current goal inside, for me anyways, I should say, is as little game time as possible, staying out of the game, get in, do my part, do what I got to do for my teammates, and then I'm out. I'm out of there. No current spending on my side. I won't be spending, which kind of sucks. I was looking forward to getting through 6-4 and hopefully really starting to push for 100% on Act 6, as it was one of the last things I really had left to do. In the same token, I dreaded it, right? I really kind of dreaded it, mainly because at the end of the day, the rewards haven't been very beneficial for a lot of people. If you go out and you look at some of the rewards that people have got, it's been very lackluster. Not the best for your amount of time invested, money invested, and things of that nature as well. Which, hey, maybe it's all just bad luck. I don't know. I don't write their code, but you know, that is one of the things being discussed and would like to be discussed amongst the players. Is you know, how are champions chosen? How are rewards chosen? You know, what is the exact situation? And you know, instilling some sort of way to reduce that RNG side of things, so that maybe we're not so constantly screwed. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at here. So, all right, new subscriber KY, thanks for hitting the subscribe button. Greatly appreciate it, man. Is SGA not spending? No, we are not. Not currently. I say in total, I haven't forced any of my guys to go to anything just yet. But for the most part, they all know what I think, what I stand behind, and where we stand for the most part as a whole in the game. And sadly, I just don't think it's the right time to be spending. It makes no sense to me. I believe this is not done for selfish reasons, and that's the biggest thing. Is one of the biggest things that I've seen out there that people aren't understanding. You know, that this isn't about a group of players. This isn't about one or two. This isn't about this group or that group, the top of the tier or the lowest of the low, or anything like that. This is something that's being done to hopefully help all players. And it's not over one instance. It's not over one thing. It's not over one little bit. And it's really hard. You know, I see a lot of people in chats go, well, yeah, but what does it really mean? What is this really going to do? What's the goal? What's this? I mean, the list is so big, and it's so tough to summarize. But I think if we were going to try to do anything with it, I think the easiest way to put it is this. You know, we want some clear, defined terms. I know for me as a player, I want to know what I'm walking into. You know, whenever people come to my dealership and they buy a car, you know, I have a legal contract that states exactly what they're getting, and it exactly states why and how and what happens if they don't do certain things and what happens if they do. It clearly states if they can pay the vehicle off early. It states all these things, when their payment date is, what to expect, how to expect it. and all this stuff. It's very black and white. And a lot of terms are very clear. Okay, there's really a clear-cut deal to it. And one of the things that I want to see from Kabam in this situation is clear-cut terms for us as a player. I want to know what a bug is. Is a bug something that we find 6 months down the road? Because to me, that's not a bug. A bug is something that's found in a reasonable time frame, addressed in a reasonable time frame, and reasonable being a day or two. Being addressed, yes, we are aware of it. Yes, we see the forum posts. Yes, we see whatever it is. This is a bug, and being resolved in a week. We see this all the time where the game has errors that favor the game, that favors the developer, and it takes forever for them to get on it. Yet we can find a loophole or a bug that favors the players, and this thing is getting patched overnight. It's like all hands on deck, everybody's going for it. How do we resolve it? Let's fix it. Done. And the sad truth is most of the time they know what's wrong. So at that point, I want it to get fixed. If it's a bug, fix it. If it's anything past that initial time frame, let's no longer call it a bug. All right, it's not a bug. It's something that was left in there. It was intentional. Maybe it doesn't jive the way they wanted it now, and that's something that we need to declare as a rework. And there needs to be a compensation package, a way for players to know what they're getting back for their time invested or their money invested. And this goes whether you're a free-to-play player or whether you're a spender. You're investing things into the game, whether it's your time that you use to grind units, battle chips, and these things, or whether you're a spender and somebody that just throws money at the game to get the items you want. We go for these champions, we go for content based on what we're being told they're going to do and the rewards that come with it. And when these things change, there should be a compensation for the things we did in the meantime to get these items. I get a feeling it's a bit of the big alliances having a soot because I honestly, Zed, that's not the case. Look, SJ1 is a 7x5 alliance. We run map 7 nonstop every day. Doesn't matter. That's what we do. And let's be blunt about it. Do we dump? Absolutely. It wasn't feasible in the current state of the game to not. When resources could be farmed, whether by our own players, and you got to realize some of my players have 3 and 4 accounts that they play over time. Okay, some of them have double, triple accounts. Some of them are sitting in retirement alliances, and all they do is log in every day and collect loyalty. That's it. So in our off season, it's not uncommon for most of my guys to message me and say, "I'm bringing in 2 accounts, this, that, or the other." It's not uncommon, and guess what? It was fair. There's nothing wrong with us having a player bring in resources. How they get those resources, that's on them. Some of them, I believe, really spend time in the game. I mean, loyalty requires you to be in the game. But you know what? Kabam has always had an opportunity to make it fair. People use donation drops because of the cost ratio to time ratio. It just made sense. Exactly. That's also Kabam's doing because of the ridiculous high. It's not even that it was ridiculous high. It was that there was no fair conversion rate. They tried to give us a fair conversion rate whenever they let us start donating with units. Battle chip to unit ratio wasn't terrible. But the battle chip to loyalty ratio was terrible. And gold, one of the most precious resources in the game, especially when you're playing at a high level, because you're starting to overstock on T5B, T2A, and you got to start burning these things. You got to have gold. Well, guess what? 500k gold a week is what it costs to run for one player. Now, if you're not buying Cavalier crystals and you're not taking and grinding the arena every day, gold is a little tough to come by. And here, exactly, Travis, why would the big spenders and top alliances be upset over the tickets? You can buy them with any resource, gold, loyalty, battle chips, or units. Okay? It comes out roughly, according to their current numbers, it's going to come out roughly to $30 a month, which is what a lot of alliances were charging people to play Map 7 anyway. So there's really no change there. But here's the big change. All these big spenders that everybody thinks is crying about the donation drops have more gold than they know what to do with. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of gold just sitting on accounts. They can buy tickets for years and never have to dip into their own pocket over this. Not to mention the fact that if they're spending, they're probably buying more Cavalier crystals. They're going to have a higher rate of champion opening. All these things that go with it. Therefore, their gold stack is only continue to grow that they can use to buy tickets and continue to run map 7. So unfortunately, that is a terrible, terrible false thing that is being said and spread out amongst the community. The hundreds of millions. I'm sorry. That is a terrible false thing that is being spent out and spilt over into the community. Treasury change makes no difference to most of your top end alliances. They're going to run the maps that they want to run regardless, whether they have to spend to do it or whether they have to grind or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. They're always going to find a way to run those maps. And to be quite honest, on the second side of this, it's actually better for most of us. We have some sort of resource that is overflowing. Because again, when you reach that level, you're running 7x5, you're doing one or two things. You're either spending or you're grinding. And so either one of those fit right into the current model. It affects us none. That part affects us none. What does affect us is when champions get changed after people have spent money or time going after these champions. And it's just no longer valid, At that point, champions that at some point were top end champions can drastically be changed. And that's okay. That's going to happen. But go about doing it the right way, reworking the nodes, putting things into use. But you can't just change champions. And I think ultimately that's what we want to see is we want to see and we want to be a voice for the players all the way around. And it's not just me and it's not just this guy or that guy. We want people to know what they're getting into. And that's the biggest thing. Players have a right to know what they're getting into. We understand there's always going to be RNG. There's always going to be a little bit of luck to the crystals. But it doesn't have to be the luck that we see where some players are talking about having the same awakening crystal 6 times over. That shouldn't be feasible. At some point, there should be a mercy rule. There should be a way for players to take care of this and have a chance to get something different. It's deflating as a player to have multiples of the same awakening gem with none of those champions in your roster. And really, after 2, it gets really kind of sketchy. Where else are you going to use these things? I was one of those players at one point in time, and you can go back and look at my videos. I pulled back to back skill awakening gems. Who the hell am I going to use those things on? You got Aegon, Nick Fury, Blade, and I can't see a list, so I'm just kind of going to go off the top of my head. And I don't know that there's anybody else. And again, some of these champions are going to naturally just awaken and dupe along the way. But there's got to be a point where you just say, okay, got me. Stealthy. Okay. But now let's go back and look at when I pulled my first awakening gem, pulled my second. The champions I had, what was still available. Basically there's 4 champs in total. Come on. It's tough to find champions worth really dumping those into and dumping a large amount of stuff into. Play some more Max or My Little Pony or something. I do like My Little Pony. I'm going to go back and read real quick. Let me get caught up. I feel like with all the champions in the game, which is a lot, there needs to be a crystal for each type of 5-star, like so for Mystic or Tech, so forth, every champ in it. There needs to be something. I agree with you. What's up, Rudy? Long time no see. Travis T saying, us normal players need you guys, and I'm thankful for it. Well, thank you, Travis. I hope people really do appreciate it. I hope they understand what we're attempting to do for everybody as a whole. So, Marcus Rice, I can't boycott as much as this game pisses me off. I still love it from a Marvel fan stand. No, so okay, so that's the thing. This boycott is not something where we are drawing hard lines and saying this is what it's going to be. Boom, this is it. We understand every player is going to be different. The idea is everybody does their part. And what I mean by that, if it's logging out, log out. If you're cool to log out, take a vacation from the game, do it. The biggest thing, and the thing that I think that really we want to see is players to quit spending. If we can pull back the spending and really kind of wrangle that in and corral that a bit and say, listen, we understand some players are still going to spend. I see these people, these idiots on Twitter post and, oh, let's see you pass this deal up. Let's see you pass that deal up. Oh, they're not going to stop spending. Great. I get it. There's going to be some people that will spend. It doesn't mean that it's a failure. It doesn't mean that other people still can't have some say and still can't make a push to make things better for everybody else. Just because some people want to be assholes about it and don't even want to attempt doesn't mean that the rest of the player base deserves to be damned because some people don't want to try. That's the sad thing about it. And some people that I have respect for overall, just through the midst of this, it makes you just kind of question: do you really care about the game or anything else, or is this just all about the guy in the mirror? I don't know. I'll do anything I can to help my players. I've always been big on taking care of my teammates and the guys that come and play underneath our banner and doing my best. So that's my big advice, and that's my big push: is players need to stay away. Go to Google, go to Apple, put in your 1-star review. Explain that we want things to be fair. We don't want it to be easy. We don't want it to be a walk in the park. We don't want it to be a system that just gives us whatever we want. I just want it to be fair. I want it to be fair for each of the players, whether you're spending $1 million or whether you're free to play. There's always the time versus money. Me and Bulldog used to talk about that on the stream all the time, that the game has two investments. It's time or it's money. You got to put something into the game to get something out of it. And those players willing to do that should have just an equal chance, regardless of which side of the coin they're on. So, let's see. There's Afar. What's up, Afar? Good to see you, James. Good to see you, Marcus Rice. Shadow Skills. So, if I buy that new Corvus wagon, it will be a Corvus wagon. It won't be the sad Corvus wagon. Imagine that. Right. Yeah. Going back to the automobile description that I talked about earlier. Zed says, I get the feeling it's a bit of the big alliances. Oh, we already addressed that. Afar waving about the drops, bringing in multiple accounts. Absolutely. Flashbacks to 12.0. 12.0 was crazy. Sorry, lovely Mountain Dew. It's always delicious. It's always tasty. Can't go wrong. Zen. Please, why 2 mags that do the same thing, or 2 Cyclops? Sure, I agree. And that's been some of the discussions in the past. And I don't even care about characters. Look, bring in whatever characters you want. I don't care. I don't give a rat's rear end what you bring in. Just make it fair. Make it know that if I get that character, that's the character I get. If I go after that guy because of whatever reason, then that's the guy I'm going to get. Don't change it later on. I don't think nothing will come of this. I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. I say that because the whales still spin, but on July 4th and Black Friday. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Say we spin on, let's just go that route. Since everybody likes to throw that out there, July 4th we spin, Black Friday we spin. If they don't spend the rest of the year, you don't think that affects them? If everybody else decides to quit playing sporadically, quits playing it 2 hours a day and takes it down to 15 minutes, logs in, does their AQ, gets out, or altogether just quits, you don't think that has a play? I mean, sadly, the negative output on it is just as bad as anything else, and sadly, you're as much as the problem as the players that spin. The people that say nothing can be done, or that, well, they're just going to spin, it doesn't matter anyway, you're just as shitty as the rest. And, you don't want to come back to my channel, it won't hurt my feelings. I give 2 fucks if you come back or not. At the end of the day, some players are attempting to do something, and that at least is better than the guy that just sits on his ass, complains about the game, and complains about the people trying. Don't give a shit. That's fine. Keep playing the game. Get fucked over. Don't want to hear you cry about it. When the answer that you had for that content and you rank them up and you spend your time and resources gets ripped away from you, hey, tough shit. We tried to help. I don't want to hear you cry and talk about how the system's unfair. Again, all we want is a fair system. We want definitions. We want a company that communicates with us and let us know, hey, here's what we're thinking about doing. How does this affect the player base? Does this make sense? Is it fair? Hey, we see people are using this against this deal. How do we fix it? How does it get fixed and get taken care of? You change something, there should be compensation. I mean, it's just that simple. If somebody puts in work, they invest time or money into something, they tend to typically get something out of it. Travis says, did you see the Cowell little video? I did not. And I was going to say, I don't think he posted anything. That was a pull from a previous video. This boycott has more acceptance with the top alliances than anything in the past. I agree. It does. I'm not really pissed. There's people that are staying silent. It just always cracks me up when people are just like, oh, nothing's going to happen. Well, okay, fine. I mean, that's like, hey, I getting pounded. No big deal. I'm okay with it. At the end of the day, people need to just do something. I mean, if somebody is trying, why not help? But then again, all the other little accounts that say nothing's going to happen, they keep logging in, and they buy a sigil here, or they buy some units here, or they buy a Cavalier because they think it's okay. You're just doing exactly what Kabam wants anyway, Right, so things may not happen, but we tried. Here's the deal. And maybe I'm wrong, but I think if things don't change, the game dies. That's just my honest opinion. There's just not buying fourth order. It would make a bigger impact, but it doesn't mean that it's the end of the world if they did. And again, even if half, and this is what people don't understand. They look at it as wholes. Well, either everybody buys or they don't, or all the whales are going to buy or they're not. So not the case. Even if you get half the whales to not buy, if you get half the player base not to buy, even if we get 25% of the people that would have bought to not buy, that's a pretty good chunk. Something's better than nothing. And the thing is as people continue to do it and people continue to grow, and you affect the everyday spending, you affect the everyday metrics that they use to pitch the game and to be able to get investors and people to subscribe to the game and show that, hey, they're losing that viewership. They're no longer the top viewership. Other people are playing other games. They're spending time doing something else. Kabam loses their spot. Must be honest, I'm not buying anything until Slice buys me a pizza. Deal. I like that. Whenever I say this is over, I'm sending you a pizza. But it's, that's the thing. At the end of the day, even if we affect a small bit, and it just continues to go, it's only going to grow. So what? Maybe everybody doesn't not buy the fourth. Doesn't mean that it's not going to help. At the end of the day, every little bit helps. Jose, what's up? Black Tree and Odin, no. You know better than that. Come on now. Nate Jose. See you, brother. So, that's the little update of what I see with MCOC, and then the big thing is I want people to understand why it's a push, why we're looking to make some changes, and what we're hoping for, because this isn't about one group of players or one section of players. This is something that could impact many players, that hopefully will help us keep the game alive for a long time, because every time this stuff happens, we lose players. They do stand for that. That's exactly what happens. And it's a matter of not really that as much as it is, if I don't like the way Nike starts making their shoes, I don't buy their shoes. I go buy another brand, and next thing you know, all of a sudden, Nike starts asking, why aren't people buying our stuff? They bring somebody in, they start asking professional. They look for a different designer, they get something different. You know, it's just simple rules of supply and demand. If people aren't buying what you're giving, then you've got to change. It's not a hostage situation. It's a simple, hey, listen, we're out. We're not spending it until you fix it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's the whole purpose of commerce. You know, hey, I'm making this pizza and I'm going to put no cheese on it, and you get half-eaten pepperonis. Shit, I don't like that. I'm not buying it. Shit, I guess we got to put cheese in full pepperonis. No more taking bites out of the pepperonis. I mean, here's a prime example. I love The Office, so it's easy for me to use. Go watch the Office episode where Dwight buys the building that they lease, and Pam threatens to pull out. You know, Dwight's putting timers on the lights. He's doing all these crazy things to the building to try and save a penny and make $1, and she threatens to leave. There's nothing different. There's nothing wrong with that. She's doing her job. She's taking care of the office and the group that she was employed to take care of, to which eventually Dwight gives in and takes everything back to normal. I mean, that's just business. If they offer you something bad, then you hold to it. Let's say this does work. Then what happens in 6 months when the rules change again? Then maybe we have to go back through it. Super. I mean, unfortunately, sometimes that happens. Hopefully, what will happen is that they develop proper practices that will allow us to keep the game in a healthy position for a long time. I love the game. I love playing MCOC. It's a game where I've created great friends. I've got people that I talk to daily because of it. Hell, one of my alliance members, I moved up to where I'm from. I moved him up here, and he works for me now. You know, I got people that are legit friends out of the game that I call and talk to regardless of if we're playing MCOC or not. You know, so for me, it's a great game with friendships that will be around for a long, long time. So the biggest thing I think that everybody wants to see out of this is a situation where us as players can discuss with Kabam about the changes they're making. You know, having a proper way to dispute and discuss the game, where it's at, where it's going, and have it being adjusted in a proper time frame. And again, a large chunk of this goes, a large chunk of this mainly goes to developing rules and developing a system of definitions of what a bug is, a rework, a timetable, and if they break that timetable, what should be allotted back to the players. Me personally, it seems like the higher lines. Okay, I'll ask you one question, Super, and if you can name some, please. Name higher level alliances that are complaining about the ticket system. I would like to know them because currently I know, I would say the top 35 alliances. And if you can name some that are upset over the tickets, I'd be interested to know. Alliance, not individuals, alliances. Name one alliance that is upset over the tickets. The company I work for started offering this little thing called furlough. They say, hey, we won't fire you, but we won't give you any hours and we'll pay your medical benefits. So this made it to where? I got lost there, Travis. Oh, where they won't fire someone so they don't have to pay unemployment, so they force you to quit. Oh, yeah. And it is. It's more than one thing. This is a multiple avenue thing. It's multiple things that have come into the game over time that has caused this action. This is not one thing. But again, I'm interested to hear one top-end alliance that is complaining about tickets. Because personally, I don't know of one. What's up, Mike Drath? Good to see you, man. Because unfortunately, most of the people that believe it's about Alliance tickets have listened to some pretty shitty information and find out that it's really not correct. I'm happy about the tickets. Tickets don't bother me at all. It's about the same for me either way. And honestly, it kind of helps me because now I can use my loyalty towards other things, and I can either just pay the normal little bit, which is again about $30 a month, so perfectly in line with whatever was previously done. Now, correct, Shadow Skills, you got a great point. The ticket thing is terrible for alliances doing split maps. Again, there is no top tier alliance doing split maps. So no top 35 alliance, not even top 50 alliance is doing split maps, which is what is really getting screwed over. The guys that's running map 5 and an alliance doing, 1 BG of map 6. But I'm still interested to hear how it's the top alliances complaining about tickets, because I've yet to see anybody with any kind of concrete evidence or logical evidence of that. S2K, it comes down to everything we had problems with and not being fixed, I think is what you meant there. And that's correct. This is months and years of issues, of champions being changed, the way they interact with nodes, buying this and then having it changed to this. That's what it's going on. Correct. We've been asking for so much, do betas, and then they do a beta, but they do a beta only to tell us this is what's coming out. There's no like, hey, do this beta and then we're going to take your input and actually put it to use. And one of the things that, whenever this all got started, one of the things that I brought up that I thought was huge and that needed to be done is something like a players union. Any other professional sport, and obviously this isn't a professional sport, mind you, but any other sport type deal, something where people are spending this level of money, has some sort of spokespeople that communicate, that help relay messages between the parties. And we don't have that. We have zero voice with Kabam. They could argue that we have the CCP, but sadly the CCP is not the right situation. And out of all the CCP members that I've ran into, there's been a couple that have openly looked to help with this and help to try and push that. Now, I'm not saying they don't say things to Kabam, but many of them are not in a position to really speak truthfully and say, yeah, this is jacked up. We need this to be fixed. This is what's going to happen. Here's how we do it. Here's what we should do. Most of them instead would rather just point fingers at it and pretend like it's okay. We need players that want to help players. We need people that don't mind saying, hey, look, and that are intelligent enough to stick to bullet points and understand both sides of the coin. We can't lose track that Kabam is still a business. Look, their job is to produce a video game, make profits. Great. But it needs to be done within set definitions, a defined role of what we as players are going to get. When I go buy a video game at the store and I put it in my console, if I was playing the PS4, I know what I bought. I bought that game for a certain type of gameplay or for certain instances or whatever. When I'm spending money on this game, we're wanting certain things back. I hate when it comes to fixing it right away if it benefits them. How many times? Well, that's what we're talking about. If it's a bug, there should be an allotted time. Anything after the allotted time, there should be a compensation, and there should be a little bit of a grid. Players should know, hey, this bug went for an additional 2 weeks. We should be getting X amount of this and X amount of that and so much of this. We should know what to expect. It shouldn't be okay, well, we had a bug and, it took us 3 weeks. Congratulations. We threw the dartboard up and this is what you get. We put on our blindfold, threw 3 darts, and congratulations, here your compensation is. They need to look and see it, time invested and money invested in whatever it is they're changing or the bug they allowed to go through, and there needs to be fair compensations. And that compensation should run through, again, this union of players or this group of people that help speak for the player base, so that we can make sure it's fair and adequate for what players are dealing with. There are quite a few CCP that don't want to churn the water since they aren't Seton level. They're just small fries, so all is fine, and they hype what Command wants. Yeah, and again, I'm not here to mess with the CCP. Some of them are great. Some of them I like as individuals, but sadly, I think they turn their heads to certain things. So that's really about it. I just want people to understand. Super Gaming, are you still here? Did he disappear on me? I asked for an example. I'm still waiting on it. I'm still super. As CEO of Slice of Alliances, Rono, I'm still waiting for you to be in one of the alliances. You can even, I may even let a Call of Duty team, count, possibly. Good to see you, brother. Super. Did you ever figure one out, or are you just... Let's discuss it. I mean, look, I'm not trying to personally attack you, but the issue is there's a resub from Afar over on Twitch. Thank you, buddy. The problem is when people make statements that they don't really know, it becomes a problem, because this is how things just... Yeah, I play Call of Duty on mobile. Absolutely. We're getting ready to play it right now. That's how crap gets started. That's how rumors get started, and people don't understand what's really being brought up. And instead, they think it's over something that is really not the case, and that this is the top-tier alliance trying to complain about something when that's far from the case. Top-tier alliances, I think, are pretty happy overall with the ticket system. What's up, Tice? Again, it doesn't really affect us. It's what people were spending, whether they were doing donation drops or whatever. That is spot on. Matter of fact, I would say Kabam nailed it on the top end side. Sadly, the people that are getting hosed by the ticket system are the mid-tier players. If you're running a mix of Map 5 and Map 6, you're getting fucked. And that's just truth. You're paying more than what you should. And that sucks. Some people are playing... Here, let me put it this way. Some of those players are going to be paying more, while others are going to be paying less for the content that they're clearing. And that sucks. And I tell you, the guy that did a great article on that was Cam. I don't follow a lot of things on Twitter. I normally jump in and check in on certain things so I can see what kind of stupidity is being spewed here and there every so often. And check up on some buddies. But at the end of the day, Cam is normally spot on. And hats off to Cam. He does a great job really going through stuff, diving into it real deep, and explaining why things are the way they are, and know what's going on with it. So again, hats off to Cam for doing a lot of work. He really puts figures to pen and paper so you can see exactly what you got or don't have. Shadow Skill, if a company loses 10% of sales, you can bet they will wonder what is up and how they can get it back. Oh, yeah. And again, anything is something. I mean, and that's what people are going to have to understand. The more of us that help out, the better it gets. For those of you that don't, then that's okay too. I mean, look, some people will do, some people won't. It just comes down to those that are willing to help out. And again, I think the boycott's not crazy. It's not like we're saying, hey, listen, we're logging out, delete the game, never come back in, do this. We're just simply asking everybody to do their best, reduce their spending. If you can go to zero spending, I know I will. If you can go to zero spending, then have at it. Save yourself the money, put it in something else. Go take that money, dump it in your kid's piggy bank every day. Don't have a kid, dig a hole in the backyard, dump it in there. Whenever MCOC fixes their stuff, dig it out and go rebuy offers if that's what you want to do. There's tons of things you can do in the meantime, rather than to buy their offer. Plenty of things to do. And again, minimize your in-game time. One of the things is, buy Call of Duty points. Exactly, you can buy some cool Call of Duty stuff with that money. You can get the Game Pass, whatever it's called. What is that called again?
Battle Pass.
Battle Pass. Thank you, Afar. Rono, I'm zero spending right now too, and I was a really big spender in the past. I in the past I was a super big spender. Whenever I first came to the game, I had no qualms about it. Whatever I wanted to buy, I bought it. And as Kabam has slowly went, and I mean, here's the thing. Anybody that has followed my channel from the get-go, you can go back and watch. I had massive crystal openings. I would spin. I would do whatever. Hell, we'd be sitting here talking to somebody like black screen. Let's do it. Let's black screen it up. And now I don't. And it's not because I don't want to entertain. It's not because I don't want to. Believe me, there is nothing better than opening a bunch of Cavalier crystals and getting some really cool champion. But I'm tired of Kabam's antics. I'm tired of getting a champion, being excited about it, and then finding out that something's changing. Or, getting a champion and then not having the resources to do what I want with him. Or her, or having things constantly reworked and redone. I mean, there becomes a point where things should stick. And again, I'm big on definition. There should be definitions. Knowing what the customer is getting, knowing what the player base is getting at any given point in time, so we know we're in a safe zone or we're not. Hey, we're on rocky territory. Hey, we're okay. It's just common sense. There's got to be some sort of organization and some sort of fair play about what we get for what we invest, whether it's time or money, and there's got to be a way to take care of that. Shadow Skill is really funny how they give a champ to the CCP, hype it to the max, then a few months later, or sorry, it wasn't intended. And there are some things, like for example, I'll give Kabam a little bit of credit here. The Cull and Namor reworks, okay? They were reworks. They called them reworks off the get-go. If you really look, both the champions to some degree saw some uptick. Namor, you can argue, got hurt out of it a whole lot more than Cull. Cull really kind of ramps up faster now. So you got a lot earlier damage buff, and not the champs that really got affected heavily. You had Drax that got hit hard at one point in time. All the 14 champs that had their heavies reworked. You've got Archangel, who changed how he interacted with certain nodes. So there was a lot of things like that to keep in mind. I don't mind spending in a game that entertains me. I know Kabam doesn't work for free, but I agree they keep changing champs after we buy them. They should refund money if they change champs. And again, I agree with that. And that's my whole point is definition. If we know where there's a zone at where we can say, okay, this champion is safe or this champion is still in that trial phase. But again, these champions can be tested ahead of time. There's no reason that we don't have a committee, a group of players to speak for the overall player base. And they don't have to be from top alliances. They can be a group of players from all different areas of the game. But they need to have a basic understanding of the game, how things are supposed to interact, and what to expect going forward. And they should be able to explain that to players. They should be able to explain it and help out with that. So it just makes sense. So I don't know. To me, again, definitions are huge. What's a bug? What's a rework? What is intended, what's not intended, and at what point should these things be found? You can't come back and say that's not intended whenever it's been doing it for 2 years. Dude, you've known it for 2 years. It's been intended, okay? You get off of it, Now, if you want to come back, like with the Corvus thing, okay, you want to come back and say, listen, we don't want players timing out. Our goal is not to make players have to sit there at a node, fight the node 10 times, timing out, taking 10% of damage off a champion each time just so they can get past it. We would like to see players be able to go in with certain champs or a set amount of champs and be able to conquer this content, this fight in 1 or 2 shots. Sounds fair. That's a rework. Everything's getting reworked. And in the meantime, you should compensate us for ranking those champions that we had to use during that time span to get past those items. There should be a way to compensate for our time for playing the game in a system that is no longer a valid system. Basically, you're saying the previous game system that you had in place for us is valid, it's invalid, it's broken, it's no longer the way the game is intended to be played. We've invested time and money into that system. That system is dead and gone now. Compensate us for that time and that money. Give us something that makes sense, that's fair to the players and to Kabam, and let's go. Whether it be enough materials to rank up a whole new set of champions to help fix our current rank up issues. You can't change the working of the game and then leave us with the champions ranked up that we had for the previous style of game. You're changing the game, let us change our roster. Our roster is locked in. This is not like, somebody had compared it to World of Warcraft, where we can simply go into a talent tree, change our talents, and run a totally different style of character in a matter of minutes. Different characters bring different things to the table, and it's important for us to be able to change our rosters if you're going to change the way the game is played. Speaking of rosters and then gameplay, one of the things I talked about when this was all being discussed is having multiple solutions to multiple fights. No player should look at a fight and realize there is only basically two solutions to the fight. There should be multiple solutions for multiple classes and many ways for these players to get around those fights, outside of what we like to now call the unit man. There should be ways for players to handle this content in ways that is fun and doable with champions across the board. It shouldn't be, if you don't have this champion, you're hosed. That's encouraging players to spend and buying certain champions to compete certain aspect of the game that, again, that totally goes against what we just talked about, which is basically forcing players to spend. They still haven't fixed the AI throwing specials while Sentinel or Massacre hit into the block. They locked that post that was going on for a year. Those two needed it. I agree. 6-2 is not 6-3 and 6-4 is a pain in the backside as well. I started down one of the paths in 6-3, and you come to the Mysterio that basically you have to fight with King Groot or Man-Thing. You have two options. Neither one is a fun option. And two champions, or you're stuck going at it for a super long time and having to take a million hits to get through it, or looking at throwing units at it. So it just comes down to being smart and being fair. The player base wants to be treated fair, and I think as the players are treated fairly and they have a proper heads up of what's going on in the game and how it's being handled, I think you see players understand both sides of the coin. We want to play the game. People want to play the game. Out of all my alliances, every time I've brought this up, every time we've discussed all this, at the end of the day, players want to play. We want to be on the game. We want to be playing. We want to play with our friends. We want to play with the guys that's been by our side for 3 years now and that we count on and enjoy talking to. We want to do that. Nobody wants the game to end, other than a couple people that are assholes that I've seen that just really don't care. Though a lot of people out there seem to think they do, and that's good for them, whatever. But at the end of the day, for the most part, players want to see the game succeed. They want to see people come back. They want to keep their friends playing. And we want to do it in a manner that is fun, that's exciting. That's the joys, So that's my end of the rant for MCOC. 50 minutes, 48 minutes of me talking about the boycott. Again, if I could summarize this in one little bit here, guys, don't spend. Reduce your spending as much as you can is all I'm asking out of anybody that supports my channel or anything like that. I really, really greatly would appreciate it. I think it goes a long way, and I think if everybody just does their part and tries the best that they can, then we will see some changes over time. How long it takes, I don't know. But if you can just reduce your spending, help us out, that's greatly appreciated. On top of it, stay out of the game as much as possible. Get in, do what you got to do. I don't want anybody to leave their team hanging. Don't leave your buddies hanging. Don't leave your alliance mates hanging. Get in, do your AQ, do your AW, and get out. Unless this escalates to the point where basically people are getting to the point where we're looking at logging out and not coming back until they fix the game. And at that point, you as a player have to make a decision. Do you want to continue playing a game where your opinion does not matter to the guy that you're buying from? That's like going into a pizza restaurant and saying, hey, I'd like a pepperoni pizza. And they hand you a vegetarian pizza or something crazy like that. Or black olives only, or maybe artichokes or something crazy that you totally didn't order. And they said, well, tough shit. You want to eat my restaurant? Here's the pizza you're eating. Because that's basically what we kind of got with Kabam currently. So, again, we're just looking for support. And hopefully, at this point, we can get it done and we can get it so that players can be represented and we can find a way to communicate with them and walk out of this so all parties are happy. This is not a screw Kabam. This is not a listen, we don't want you to make money. We just want it to be fair. We want definitions. We want everybody to know what's going on so that we can all play the game and have fun. And that's what it's all about, knowing exactly what you're getting into. So hopefully everybody can appreciate that. Hopefully they can send the proper messages. This isn't about one thing. And I agree, Rona, which I'll be honest, map 7's not too bad, man. We get into section 3 with about 12 hours left. Everybody goes to sleep, and then we're up in the morning and we're done, for the most part, 5 to 4 hours left in AQ, which is perfect for us. So, but anyway, I hope this works out, and I hope everybody understands my stance on this. Tell as many people as you can. I invite them in. Come in, discuss it. I'll jump on Discord with anybody. We can have a voice chat. I can jump on Line App. I have no problem discussing any of this. And again, please don't get crisscrossed. This isn't about one thing. This isn't about one in particular thing. This is something that the community has felt for a long time, and it's just finally reached this bubbling point. So, here's one thing I don't understand. So how BG did a lot of Act 6 itemless. How can we stand up for ourselves when voices like his say they don't care or I don't see any issues with these things? Just because one player or one guy doesn't think that something's okay doesn't mean it's okay with the rest. If you go back and look at the amount of time that Brian Grant put into doing his itemless run, from when he first suggested it, from when he started piecing it together, and by the time it was actually done, how many average players have that time? Because I know personally I don't. I get to play the game basically at night when I'm streaming. I play in the morning when I get to work every so often because I'm lucky. I run my dealership. And the owner knows that I play and he doesn't care as long as I get my stuff done. As long as the store's selling cars and he's okay with everything and we meet our goals, he doesn't care. I can go stand on my head in the parking lot. Doesn't matter. And I'm blessed for that. I'm lucky. I get to play a little bit at work. A lot of these players are playing at work and they're having to go to the bathroom. They're hiding out in the bathroom. They're doing their part and they're getting out. Most of them don't have the benefit of playing at home at any point in time that they want. It's not a fair comparison. The average player doesn't have that time. Speaking of which, I kind of need to buy a car. Let me know, Be Crazy. I'll hook you up. I'll take care of you. So, but with that being said, I hope that makes sense to everybody, and it's something that, again, I'm open to talk about. You got a problem with me, no problem. You can air out anything you want. I'm a big boy. You can say anything you want to me. At the end of the day, I've got a reason for just about anything I've ever done. Some of them are not great reasons. Hey, I make mistakes. I'll never say that I'm perfect. I know I fuck up plenty of times. I'm far from a perfect individual. I don't pretend to be. I don't act like I'm not. I know I make mistakes. Things happen. We make bad decisions. We say things that, you go back and go, shit, I should have never said that. Or whatever. Things happen. But anybody's welcome to talk to me about any aspect of this or anything in general. And I'll be happy to tell you my viewpoint and make out suggestions on why and what I think needs to happen. But I've said it a couple times tonight, Be Crazy. Because for me, this isn't about monetization. It's not about anything like that. Though if you want to support the channel, you can always do so by clicking that button right there. Just kind of teasing. But other than that, man, in all reality, this is about trying to put the correct message out there. I know there's some guys that make videos and great for them. They're good at that. I suck at it. I wish I did a better job at it. I would love to get down with somebody that could just make videos for me and I could say, hey, look, here, I'll pre-record this, cut it, chop it, make it look good, and let's roll. They should let us keep bugged rewards we spend all night earning. Dirtbag's nice chat filter. Again, they just have terrible systems. They have terrible systems in place that need to be updated, and they need somebody to help them. And it should be the player base. People that can be honest with them and tell them, yes, that makes sense, or no, it doesn't. And go from there. So, all right, with that being said, it is that time. MCOCU, we can still talk about. If anybody has questions, I'll be happy to answer. But, all right, Be Crazy. Touche, sir, touche. Be Crazy, welcome to the SG Starter Crew. sponsoring the channel. Appreciate it, man. We're moving on. We're getting ready to hit that color. The pizza analogy was a good one. Yep, it's Call of Duty time. I know most of you will scatter. So be it. I hope you stick around. We can still talk whatever you want. But at the end of the day, we're here to have some fun. I'm not going to just rain on people's parade all day. We're going to have a little fun, play some Call of Duty. Hopefully get some W's. You can have a good time and watch that along the way. Let's get this rolling. I know Afara's in the chat, or at least he was. I think I hear someone else, but I'm not sure. Don't switch. Show me now. Yep, Tice is there. Afara's there. Let's get ready to rock. Rono, you like that pizza analogy, huh? I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's pretty spot on if you ask me. But anyway. I think the alliance ticket system is great. I think it saves alliances the hassle, the headaches. I mean, to give you guys an example, it works out to about the same for alliances. And that now we can donate with whatever we want, whether it's gold, loyalty, or battle chips or units. It's not all three or a mix of whatever. Whatever you got in overflow, donate, get your ticket, and rock and roll, man. What's up, George? Long time no see, brother. Glad to have you back around. Let's get some wins in Call of Duty. You fellas ready?
Yep.
I'm in. Let's do
You're still
it.
fine.
Is Hype in chat? If not, I'm going to message him. Pineapple or no pineapple? On pizza, I am not a big pineapple on pizza guy. However, I know a lot of people that do like it. Some like it with it. And it's not terrible with Canadian bacon. It's not the worst. I have seen worse, trust me. My personal favorite, okay, if we're going with oddball pizza here, barbecue sauce, typical cheese, grilled chicken, and then jalapenos. If you want to really top it off, you can add onion and bacon. Phenomenal pizza. If you want to try something different. Let's go. Tyson, you setting this up? By the way, my little thing is fixed. You can swap. You know what? I'm not even going to give you an option. I'm inviting everybody.
Perfect.
There's Be Crazy. There's Tice and Afara. Let's go. Shadow Skill says, you said it. Pineapple needs to stay off the pizza. Come on, man. Everybody's got their own taste. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. How many W's we going to get tonight? I don't know, but I think we got a couple in us. We got time for some wins. I'm going to go Trickster. I'm doing it. I'm going tricky. Rono says pineapple all day.
You guys carrying me today because I'm finally on getting the top 10 without getting a kill. So no
you're
kills
a
for
dick.
Farah.
You're really going to do that for us?
No, you're going to do it for me.
You know what we should do? What? Be Crazy? Really? Now you're on this thing too? I see Be Crazy trying to jump on my head. You guys suck. We should see how long we could go without killing anybody as a team. Just get somewhere, get a chopper, get guns, and then just fly around. Just like go hide random places. Any up for it? Up for it?
Something at some point.
You're a jerk. I'm just killing everybody. Stay out of the way.
Reloading.
Look out. Jump in my backpack, Afara. I'm getting you top 10 right here.
Oh, I landed on your head and everything.
Get. I hate you guys. Yeah, Be Crazy, jump in Discord, absolutely. Slice him the pacifist. You can argue that that's totally the opposite from my MCOC rant. Most people are like, man, he's an asshole. Pretty sure that's what most of my employees say. But they know I love them and care for them. Alright, let's go. Where are we gonna go?
We can land here.
Platform's right quick.
No. What part of the forest trying to make top 10 without killing anybody did you not understand? Like, do you speak English sometimes?
Nuketown.
No.
We can land here.
Nuclear plant, maybe. I mean, that's near the end. Let's go. Is there a chopper there?
Yeah.
There is, isn't there? Okay, we're going there. Tice, jump. Let's go. What are you waiting on?
I thought
Oh,
you were
crap.
right.
I accidentally unfollowed you.
That was smart.
That's on me. That one's on. My bad. My bad. No, I definitely started the parachute earlier than I wanted. James is like bus station. By the way, James, I don't know if you saw, but I accepted your friend request. I think I invited you to the clan, the alliance, whatever they like to call it on here. I think technically clan, but oh, and I am surrounded. Great. One down, baby.
Enemy down.
Get the. I thought it was one of you guys. Suck a duck. There's definitely a guy in there with me.
Maybe this isn't the round that I go without a kill. There's two.
Guys, there's a guy right in front of you. What are you doing? You just watched him massacre be crazy.
I didn't even see him.
He like. Oh, you're dead. Oh god.
Yeah,
That's my
before I
top
think
10.
you're making this one is no kills. Whose idea was it to come to the nuclear plant again?
Well, to be fair, I thought whenever I landed, I honestly thought that was Afara with me for some reason. I thought I saw green right behind me. I thought Afara was just trailing behind me. He's back behind you, Afara. Careful. I'm coming back with a vengeance. George's like, wow, you died already. Listen, I'm giving the other teams a head start. That's all. That's all I'm doing. I'm just giving them a little bit of a head start. I'm trying to give them a fighting chance. Whew. At least I wasn't Tice and watched my teammate get executed in front of me. While the
How
guy
did that-
stood over his body.
How did I watch you? Because I was inside the.
Oh!
I was gonna pass the door. It's like,
Alright, we're coming right back in. Just get ready. Be crazy. How to join? I'll drag you in. If you're just in, I got you. Alright, Be Crazy. Welcome, welcome. Glad you made it. Okay.
There you are.
Great job, Tice. Always ruining things.
strong start, guys. Let's
Alright.
run that back.
I'm not listening to Slice anymore. Is what that is. I'm going where the heck I feel like.
No. No. Makes me feel like I'm the maid off of Family Guy. No. Be Crazy, ready up. No.
I found the perfect loadout right away, too. M4 and Arctic 50.
Yeah, well, Tice really let us down on that. Shame. There we were all ready to go. And I thought Tice was right there. Matter of fact, I think I heard Tice tell me, I'm on your 6. And I was like, oh, sounds good. Little did I know that he meant, no, I'm not, I'm like 6 feet away, all the way over here.
Running in the opposite direction of you.
Yeah,
That's what on your 6 means, right? Just
I think so. Opposite, like if I was 12, he was 6, I think is what he was thinking. Like the furthest you could be away from somebody while being on the same, like, area is what he meant. Like if you're 12, I'm 6, far away.
Pretty much.
What's up, Marco? Good to see you, man. All right, we're getting a W. Quit jacking around.
Of course, I'm jump leader again. We're not going anywhere with Slice.
Oh, God. We're screwed. I think our win-to-loss ratio when you're jump leader is the worst.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think it is. My bad, Purple. Well, it's currently down. I was discussing Contest of Champions earlier, though. Call of Duty Mobile. Fixed. Sorry about that, Purple. Good call, good catch. I see you over there on Twitch. Alright, let's get a W. We were discussing Marvel Contest of Champions earlier. Discussing the boycott and what it means and what we're looking for, hoping for from players. Well, it was nice knowing you fellas. Tice is the jump leader.
We're gonna be hanging out for a while.
Oh,
Where are we
at least
going?
he's not going platform.
Oh my god. We're gonna go Nuketown.
Yep.
Go Circus. Okay,
End of the
Nuketown.
line.
George says, have you ever played Raid Shadows Legends? I haven't, man. I haven't. I'm not gonna lie, there's a small part of me that misses PlayStation a little bit. Sometimes I think about breaking it out, but my kid uses it to watch all of her stuff on. So I don't know. I'm sure.
Above us. Definitely going Nuketown. And behind us. So there's at least 3 teams with us.
Good choice, Tice. Good choice. I'm going back here by the bus. No, I'm not going to make it to the bus. I'm going to go right here. Oh, God. Oh, I'm surrounded again! Gotta be kidding me. I've got a pistol and a shotgun. How does this happen?
Quite unfortunate.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This sucks. There's at least 3 around me. I'm gonna sit back, take a nap, let my frustration settle. Tice, you're dead.
I'm dead.
We suck tonight.
I need my toggle. You lost your toggle.
Holy The fire got waxed. I was watching it. It was like 3 hits. Adios.
Through the door. It's through the window and through. That was pretty bad.
Oh, poked my eyeball out, man. This is making me sick.
At this Rainbow style.
A minute 30 to grab tags and scan them be crazy. You got one coming in. Nope.
Less than that for Slice'ems.
I'm dead. I don't think you can get to me.
Nope.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't risk dying. Get our team back. Go get the green tags. Get a forest tags.
For the green tags, by the way.
I said green.
The revived flight will arrive.
I know my colors for the most part. You got a guy behind you. Behind you.
him. It's over.
Good God.
Why can't I get that guy that can't shoot shooting at me?
You, I don't even know what you're talking about. The person I felt like got ripped the most was freaking Afara. I mean, I was watching that. Afara's behind a wall, shooting through a window at a guy, and he's like, spins around, and Afara's dead. And Afara got waxed. So you gotta get top 10, not be first 10. I got confused. Be Crazy dies wrecking the motorcycle into a building.
I'm just trying to do everything I can do to possibly just get away and run.
I'm gonna land a dog.
Just bailing out at this point. I'm just gonna
Airdrop has been delivered.
hopefully get something at a small building somewhere.
This is torture.
I got launched and I really didn't want to.
Well, guys, so far I currently suck in Call of Duty tonight. For those of you watching, I apologize. This is terrible. And terrible not by a little, but terrible by a lot.
Landed on level 3 armor. That's nice.
You're a jerk. I just want you to know that.
Well, apparently I should be jumped there.
Well, it'd be better success than the
Well,
other
but then
person.
only one of us would have level 3 armor.
Well, that's still better than what we all had. I had a freaking shotgun and a pistol. That's
Hey,
it.
you've done work with that before.
I have. But
Don't
that's not
count
the,
yourself out.
that's not the point. I was really sad when he killed me with an M4.
The revived
I'm
flight
the
will
level
arrive in
3
1
too.
minute.
I hate you both. It'd be crazy. I
Yeah,
want you to
that's
know, so
fantastic.
far, you're the only one I like out of the people in Discord right now.
Well, that's good. I barely managed to stay alive though.
Yeah,
I'll say, which says a lot considering you didn't get his tags.
exactly. Even though you left me to die.
This reiterates the amount of hate he has for us currently.
Doc is not rated at all.
Circle's also coming for you, so
Crazy, have you gotten the Arctic 50 yet?
Yep, I got an R50.
serves me right. Game lags. Gotta relog. At least we know that I'm not visible on the map.
I got a long ways to run. Jeez.
Come here, I got my launcher. I'll meet you at the upgrade.
Fuel chip ready for upgrade.
Meet you
The
on
revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
My launcher's almost up again. Go on the top of this hill and I'll set it down.
Sounds good.
Oh, Tice launching people. Hey, what's up, Ashman? Good to see you, man.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Do-do-do-do. It's like, no, I'm not frozen. I was reading line chat, keeping up with all the,
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
keeping up with all the current information. Poor Purple. Be crazy's on a long run. And there, if you guys see my dead body all the way back in Newtown, it's hanging out. Be crazy. It left me back there once upon a time. But he's still in my good graces compared to Afara and Tice, who just, I don't know what they did
We
really.
got
But
somebody in here.
I got somebody outside.
Oh, I got an Arctic 50 exotic.
M4
yep,
over here.
definitely hating you guys. Hate all of you.
Where's a chopper?
Oh, Far's got a chop. I was about to say, we'll launch to it, but
Ashman says I haven't played this one forever. Dude, come join the SGT, man. We're always looking for more people to join the Sisum Gaming group on Call of Duty, so come join us.
Anywhere you all want to go.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
let's see.
And I still have 0 kills. Look at that.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You dirty dog. Don't tell Afara, he'll be complaining.
Collapsing.
Right in here, Tice.
Somewhere here, because this is going to be a little bit quieter area.
The revived flight
Before his
will
kill
arrive in
house and
1
stuff
minute.
like that goes, it's going to be nuts.
I hope Tice gets shot.
You know, I
That's
actually am
not
pretty
very nice.
decent at this game some days.
Hey, Afara, you got that exotic. I would look over there to that, to the class deal, the upgrade deal.
Yeah.
You're probably going to catch a couple people coming in from it.
Want the launcher to get somewhere higher, can you get there?
Looks pretty clear. All right, I'm going to help out now. Now that I'm done sulking over you guys let me die. And dying myself. I said it, I got myself killed.
Need some ammo and M4s.
We got a guy in the building down at the bottom here.
Over might be crazy.
Just
What was he thinking? I want you up there and ask him. Just, what were you thinking running across Be Ooh, what was that up there? Did you see that Be Crazy? The thing that fell? No, other way. Not to your left. Should be about 250, 240. On the other side of that building. There was like a big blue streak in the sky that just came down. Maybe it was the shield moving. I don't know, but it was really weird. You're clear. Never mind. That was weird, man. Be mindful of circle. You got a long way to go. 15 seconds. Get moving. Get moving. 10.
Chopper.
5.
Half of the teams are eliminated.
Hey, I see you explode.
I think you're counting down the wrong thing there, buddy.
Mm-hmm. The circle is moving.
Safe zone drinking in 30 seconds.
Ready.
Shut up, Tice. I was counting down the plane.
What's no one driving?
You're counting on the revived place.
You know what? I don't even like you guys. I need new teammates. New teammates. Feel free to sign up, folks. I hate all you guys. Jesus.
Yeah, these we're all still alive.
Airdrop has
There's a
been delivered.
house right there on top of that hill, right outside the kill house. Right, straight down. No, never mind.
That sounded like a transformer.
Are we going to church now or what?
Yeah. It wasn't looted when I came in. That's where I got the exotic was in this area. I actually picked up the chopper here. Pop and drone. It's not in the circle, by the way, guys.
I was a little confused if he was aware that that's not in the circle.
It's
It's just on the outer edge, and I've got an exotic, so.
James says, Slice gonna carry me to Legendary. Listen, I've carried Dice to Legendary, and he was heavy. No, I'm just kidding. I think Tice beat me to Legendary, so.
I beat everybody to legendary.
You know,
Except
so-
for maybe
Yeah.
Be Crazy might have beat me.
ooh,
Only
right in front of
13
you,
left,
Crazy. He
guys.
was coming down the hillside. No, sniper.
Where?
175 coming down the hillside. To your right, go down towards 200. Probably going to be in that building. I would look up. He was in the mountains though. To your left a little.
The last revive flight will
Yeah,
arrive.
he was right in there coming down. Up. I see a fire. Sees him go up. Up a little more.
I ain't got nothing here.
Son of a gun. All right, I'm gonna look on the fire screen.
Down to
Oh,
the last 5
he's moving in on the.
Cover me. Reload.
He was jumping down. It looks like going towards the supply drop over there.
Coming in.
Ooh, that guy's laying down.
Got
yeah,
him. Yeah.
nice shot.
Nice headshot for him.
I'm distracted to be crazy. Be crazy.
Only
Like,
7
what?
left.
Ship terminal is
Pop
almost ready.
adrenalines.
Yep, you 3 and 4 others. I'd say probably look to hole up in one of those buildings.
The safe zone
I'm gonna
is
say they're
collapsing.
probably in a building. Be prepared. Zombies. What the? Below you, I think. Look down afar. What the? I'm gonna say you got people coming in. Look out. You got people landing.
Only 2 teams left. Getting close to victory.
Cross.
We're 3 on 3.
Yep. They're at 236. 236, 2 of them.
Oh, I wish I had a sniper
You're
right
way
now.
behind. Be crazy. You should be coming up on one. Let's see. Pick that dude behind. There you go.
Bad idea, hombre.
We have a winner.
Nice job. Slice some gaming, Ashman.
Twice.
I feel like I really led the team to victory. Having eyes from the
Yeah.
sky, being able to go from all the players and look around, I think I led you to where we needed to go. You know what? I'll just go ahead.
Wild goose chases. There's somebody over here. No, there's not. Somebody over here. Oh, you guys need to run.
Oh, look. My guy still has that crappy striker that he got at the beginning from Tice's amazing drop.
An amazing drop that got us a win for the night.
And you guys all got matching outfits. Look at that.
It's like a cheer squad.
I'm changing mine now. That's part of the problem. Change my loadout. Hold on. Keep you wearing the same. I'm gonna go with a different backpack while I'm at it.
Purple robot is perfect.
I hate you for having some cool deal that I don't have, by the way. Crap, forgot to equip it. Alright, let's go. I hate you, Tice. I hope you choke on something. I don't know what, but you deserve it.
That's great.
I will, Asher. I'll add you here in a bit. You message me. Just request me as a friend.
See, Tyson would be wearing that all the time. That's such an awesome costume.
Yeah, how do you not wear that? Yeah, I don't even like it. And let's start. Friends.
That was hilarious.
You were the jump leader. Good luck.
This will be my last one. I gotta get a workout in before the end of the night.
A workout. You're aware it's like midnight, right?
It's only 11 o'clock where I'm at, dude.
Okay, and you've been drinking. I know that beyond a doubt. The only working out you're going to be doing is your six-pack. Right to your chin.
Started the Biggest Loser competitions. Now I gotta go lose my...
Buddy, you won that a long time ago. I'm sorry, that was mean. What's up, Chance? Good to see you over there on over on Twitch. Sexy knife. I think so. It's a good-looking knife.
Have you seen mine yet?
No, quit showing off. Get out of here. What do you got? Get over here. Oh, look at you. What is that? Like a katana or something? Like a scorpion blade? It looks like a Batman boomerang.
I got it from an event like when I first started playing the game.
So I keep working on getting the axe. Flaming axe thing.
You don't do that to me.
I didn't really mean to be honest with you. There was a button that said apply to be... Okay, so on the screen it says apply to be jump leader. I'm like, I'm going to steal this from Tice so he can't kill me right out the gate. That's what I was thinking. Little did I know it gave you jump leader, and I was like, that's not what I wanted.
Changed the leaders on that jump master before.
We're going to Shakira. Shakira, her hips don't lie, and she's telling me we're getting a W.
A lot of people jumping, but it doesn't look like they're coming with us.
Shakira.
Think we'll make it?
You better not
Nope.
land short.
Guys, we're landing on the island before it so we can get some goodies and run across the bridge.
So slicing can get some goodies. 'Cause
Yeah.
There for
Tight.
one mission.
Tice and I are. We're gonna make it.
Class driver here, by the way.
Not gonna make it.
We're not gonna make
I
it.
I landed on a boat.
I'm on a boat. I got an M4, so you can suck it. I hate all you.
Yeah, the class driver makes sense. So
And that was my point. You know, I just wanted us to have a
Yeah.
chance.
yeah.
That's all I
Well, I
wanted.
feel like I got a great chance with my knife, so.
Why is my
Only
game
was
sound off
active.
again?
My yellow knife is gonna get me through this. Just
I have no game sound. What the deuce?
Is that someone firing?
That was me, but I can't hear it
Okay.
myself. Hold on. I'm gonna unmirror.
I got me a stock. I'm building.
There
it
we
now.
go.
Alright, stock, foregrip. There we go. There's an M4.
I don't want to hear it.
Damn, you be crazy. Get out of my house.
You're in my My bad.
I even left the lower half and went up the stairs. And then you came up the stairs and took my stuff.
You deserve it.
Yeah, I probably did.
He's being
I got a
crazy.
guy here. Oh, just got a gun. Perfect. There's someone here, though.
Oh, yeah, I got a guy over here.
With the same guy, see? Got him?
Oh yeah, I'm killing my guy. Come on now. When do I not kill the opponent?
When he kills
When
you.
you died at the beginning of
Other
the game.
than the other couple matches. M4 here for anybody that wants one.
Lovely.
That wasn't even a misstep there. Last game.
You're rude. Hurt my feelings. Ooh, another guy up here. Somewhere near me.
around here behind me.
Good night. Thank you for bringing me adrenaline.
So has anybody got the orange reload clip yet?
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
No.
Nope.
Okay, so my finance manager got it today. What's up, PP97?
There's-
Good to see you.
Another M4 over here.
He got it today, and you know he's supposed to be working, but obviously he wasn't. But anyway, he's like, dude, have you seen how fast the reload on this thing is? I was like, no. So he purposely, he's out in the middle of nowhere, shoots. I don't even think it was half a second. I mean, it was like, choo-choo, and he was reloaded. I was like, holy cow. Like, it's stupid fast. Like, it was enough to make me go, holy crap.
Almost ready.
Made him do it again just so I can make sure I was watching it properly. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Was it stupid fast?
Beyond stupid. It was like Jimmy John sub fast. Like, reload so fast, you'll freak.
Is collapsing.
And where's the chopper? Who's getting the chopper?
The church.
Airdrop has been delivered.
The airdrop is coming.
GKS over an 8K? Yes, please.
We always do better if we, eat up a little bit of the storm.
That is kind of true.
Take our damage early.
I landed at Crash Lawn and clutched 5 kills. Easy, says James. Nice. What's up, 97? Ooh, I got somebody over here with me. Oh,
The
I see you
revived
now,
flight
buddy.
will arrive in 1 minute.
You don't know it, but you're dead.
I see him.
Engaging the enemies. Changing mag.
Good kill.
Oh, I think I'll stick with the M16 this round.
Dude, you've been on fire with it, to be fair.
Let me get my chip upgrade.
Oh, I forgot about the chip upgrade. The whole reason I landed here, by the way. I'll grab the plane. If you guys want to meet at the chip upgrade. Be crazy, head to the chip upgrade. I'll meet you there, buddy.
Sounds good.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Using bandages now.
Skill chip ready for upgrade.
All right, let's go.
Using bandages now.
All right, we're looking good. We're looking good,
Revived
fellas.
flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Yeah, we could just get some level 3 armor.
I got mine.
Hey, this drop is going to be next to us. So far, it's going to be the far side. It's going to be right in that area.
Go grab it.
Yep, let's just go.
Give
Go
me
to the
my
drop.
Arctic.
Who's flying?
Not me.
Gosh dang it, Tice. I'd adrenaline up. This is probably going to be a hot drop.
I'll let you guys run. I'll try to cover. I've got my level 3.
All right, let's go.
Nothing good.
Everybody on.
We had another one on the way.
Let's double check. Who's this?
Everybody's here.
Airdrop has been delivered.
I'd go to the dock.
Still there? That we're trying to hit real quick?
Where?
The dog.
Everybody. Yeah. We could do
There's
the dog.
a drop. There's a drop right.
Talking about the drop on the edge of the dock, on the edge of the circle.
No, there's a drop right here. I marked it before it went away.
There's a new drop coming in as well.
Got my level 3. There's nothing else good in it.
Okay.
Okay, for now, we'll just head to the dock.
Yep.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Got people already.
Drone?
Oh, I don't even have no drone shot yet.
Here's our peeps. Whole team. Whole team on the drone.
Slicing's all the way from us.
No, I'm not. I'm watching over you.
Engaging the enemies. I've been hit. Enemy down.
Try to flank them.
I'm not going down. One's dead.
A lot of stomping that guy.
No, I was running out the back.
My Arctic
Good
sound.
work, team. I say let's go post up on that other drop real quick. Get to it before anybody else does, and we can pick them off coming in for it.
The one over here.
Yeah, over on the other side of the dock.
Drone again. Antarctic. It's an Arctic.
To be crazy, want to ride?
Sure, I'm coming over.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
If somebody's got a sniper rifle, they can basically set up on top of it.
First.
Arctic 15 here if somebody needs it.
I just picked one up.
Okay, I'll take it.
Is somebody on it? Follow me. Ooh, that was close.
I'm say I'm on my way. Sorry, I was.
Oh
swapping
man, he
attachments.
had everything. I can't believe I got through that one. Tice. Jerk.
It's scary a little bit.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
We get a sniper. Anybody on top of this?
I've got an Arctic. And pop drone.
Was there an? I mean, at this point, yeah, I guess we don't have to move just yet.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Hey, what's up, Coop? Good to see you, buddy. 1 minute. Let's move. Forget it. Get to the next spot. Let's go up to that chopper and get out of here. How you been, Coop? All right, let's go. Load up.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Down to 17.
The safe zone is collapsing. Airdrop has been delivered. The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Run.
All right, let's go. Let's say grab a spot. Let people know where you're at, so if somebody goes down, we know.
I'm just in the tower so far.
I'm up here on this rock ledge.
Saw a scout go off over here. Do we have a scout? We don't have a scout.
Nope, we do not. I got speed, so something's near us.
We're in the Nick safe zone, so
What's that?
we're already inside the Nick safe zone, so that's good.
Yep.
Routes 3/4 the way charged.
Oh, I got one on me. He's down.
Down to the last 5 teams. The last revived flight will
Oh, there's a
arrive in
drop
1
right here.
minute.
You're welcome.
No, it's already been raided. I think it's one we already stopped at earlier.
Should I save it or pop it?
What's that? Your deal?
Yeah, my drone.
I would wait. Let's wait and let some. I mean, people have got to come to us.
Chip terminal is almost
Us and
ready.
7 others. Be crazy. You got one?
We got 2 coming out at 186 down the hill.
Bottom of the hill, 186. Tice, it's over by you and Be Crazy.
I know, I'm popping shots.
I knocked him down.
The
One's
safe zone
down.
is collapsing.
Good shooting.
Drone.
And he's dead.
Yeah, no, I'm popping shots up here too. So
Looks like one died to the storm.
I killed the one. Got a guy right in front of me here. I got him.
Couple of them dead to the storm. Us and 4 others.
Let storm.
Drone just went off.
Only 2 teams left. Getting close to victory.
over by the brown building, brown roof building, come down the road.
Almost like
We've
I
got
got-
circle.
Oh my God.
Let's just hold circle. They're
Two
at the.
buildings right underneath me. White building, flat roof.
Reloading.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Rooftop. Good kills. Us and one.
I'll go scout him out.
It's
He got me. He's got a war machine.
Your teammate has been killed.
I thought I saw somebody launching rocket launcher down at the bottom of the hill.
he's at the tree.
Yeah, he's just below you there. He's hiding right, yeah. That tree right there, just below it.
I got him.
We have a winner.
Nah, I got
Good kill. Good kill. Good kill. Good job. Jedi says so. Just watch Uncut Gems. Great movie. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. All right, so that's 2 wins tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
3.
There we go. That's the slice of mine now. 5-4-4-3. Nice run by everybody, really.
I got
Who
3.
who had 3?
Me.
Oh, should have known. Adam Sandler movie, nice. Adam Sandler's normally like pretty decent stuff. So
I'm out.
all right, buddy. Take care. Be safe.
Dude,
Ashwin, you wanting to run? I see you on. I don't know if he's still out there or not. If so, we'll bring him in. Glock is playing, but Lord knows she won't run with us. She hurts my feelings. You got time for one more.
Glock's not even in Twitch either.
Mm-mm.
She's avoiding us. Wonder
Game's
if we hurt
back
her
up,
feelings.
by the way. MCOC is back up. Let's just invite him. Let's invite Ashman and see what happens. Kevin Garnett isn't really. Well, I kind of want to see it now. All right, I'm gonna try Ashman one more time here, and I'll invite Glock. See if either one of them join. Whew, excuse me. All right, we're going at it. The 3 of us. Wait on you, Afara. All right. Let's see what happens.
Gasopo.
You were the jump leader. Good luck.
Extra time. All right. Basically, someone who takes a lot of risk with the money he doesn't know. Well, that sounds like it could be a funny movie. Hey, what's up, Tex? Good to see you. You know what, James? Just for you, we're going to the bus station. We're going to the bus station. Hey, what's up, John Wright? Travis says MCOC is back up. I just said that. Yep. I'm gonna get one last run in here and then I'm out. James is stoked. We're going to the bus station. If I knew you were going bus, I'd hop in. You should have came anyway, man. What's up, Tex? Good to see you over there on Twitch. How you been, brother? All right, so we've got 2 wins. You know, I had like 20 viewers on our first deals, and no good. Yeah, I knew he was. I had a chat with all the guys, and I knew there was a video getting ready to drop. It was in the process of uploading.
Welcome to Battle
Slice and
Royale.
Void work things again. Good deal. Are you past Crossbones? Because he's the worst part of it. Mainly because of the class disadvantage. And really, the early days isn't too bad. Okay? The early days isn't too bad. He gets nasty on day 4 and 5, typically. Just because his level scoots up, his challenge rating goes up, and that's when it's tough. Nothing much. I pulled a 5-star stealth suit Spidey from a 5-star basic. Congrats. Oh, bus station. There we go. All right, we're going to the bus station, fellas. I hope everybody is ready. I imagine, James, they're probably going to review all current content. It wouldn't shock me any at all to see all the current content be looked at and probably changed. You know, and that's kind of a double-edged sword here, you know. James mentions that it's going to make my cav push easier, which just encourage you to spend money on Cavalier crystals. Dang it, we've got people here.
Got man poor.
I've got an AK.
Oh, and I'm down. Wow.
Engaging the enemies.
Get the dog tag
Enemy
and
down.
return to the battle. First blood.
Oh! There's 2 of them over here. God, I was going to shoot the one.
To the battle.
Enemy eliminated.
We've either been spot on or terrible tonight.
Nothing in between.
Reloading.
No.
Although that one terrible game we did win.
That is true. I had no way to heal
Maybe
myself.
Gasopo will be the real MVP this time. Let's see.
James, Slice, the bus station was a bad idea. Why'd you come here? I don't know. Some jerk viewer of mine was like, oh, dude, you should go to the bus station.
Oh, he got my tags. Let's see what this guy's made of.
Let's see if he knows good enough to get my tags. That's what matters.
Reloading.
Of course.
Be crazy. Of course that's what matters. Does not. The W is what matters, fellas. Oh, come on. Just grab it and
Saw
run. Woo! Oh, mess him up. Nice kill. Can he pick Afara up?
Wow, he's the real MVP. Look at that.
And look at this Rambo style.
Using bandages now.
James, that sounds like a very smart view. I agree. I agree.
Where do you want to land, Slicing? Just
I'm
there,
coming
bus
right
station?
back to the bus station. I got revenge. It's the only thing on my mind. And don't let this guy revive his teammates.
Enemy eliminated.
Nice.
Nice.
There's another one.
Yep, go figure. But he's gonna come out and die, so that works. I had no health, no way to heal or anything, so I was like,
Oh, God.
This guy probably thinks we're horrible.
we are the people. You just see what happened.
Your teammate has scanned your dog
This
tag.
guy's thinking, what the hell have I got myself into? Somebody needs to open the mic up and say, listen, we're not that bad. You can come watch us on YouTube or Twitch. I promise.
Your teammate is on the revive.
All right, let's go. Let's give this guy some support here.
The safe zone is collapsing.
We're like, we're most of the plane ride. Just so you guys are aware. Oh, that's a
Oh,
board.
there's some boxes here too, so.
I'm using my pistol.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna start pistol whipping people.
A chopper coming in. Wonderful.
He's just passing over.
Keep
The
crazy
revived
picking up
flight
all
will
my
arrive
stuff.
in 1 minute.
No, I'm picking up my stuff. Big difference.
No, I just traded guns and you took all the ammo and stuff off of it.
Oh, sorry.
That's on me.
At least he's
got-
honest. That's my bad.
It's alright.
I've got a total of 60 bullets.
I only need one.
Yeah, all you need is one.
Whoop, whoop. M4. Suck it, suckers. Alright, so this is where we come back and win, right?
Airdrop has been delivered.
Full spurts equal strong finishes. Hit my weapon.
Yep, they should have finished this when they had the chance. Where do we want to go? I say we turn around and go to the... Not you, Siri. I say we turn around and go,
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
go farm.
Farm, you say?
I mean, yeah, I would. It's the closest. You would get on a motorcycle. It's like as you got to end stream when you win if that will happen. No, we're getting a W, man.
Millimeter heaven in here.
9 milli.
Airdrop has
Yeah.
been delivered.
Same over here.
This farm is way out of the circle. You want to start heading towards circle or still farm?
Nah, let's go back. Let's head circle. Shoot, I don't even know where to go for circle at. I mean, I guess really you go kill house and just go ahead and start setting up. You know it's going to be final circle, basically. Look how this is laying out.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Tice, you need me. You out your mind. If
We
you
need
two live in...
Gestapo, that's who we need. Whatever his name is.
Now, he's been spot on. Let's say we skirt around launch base and move over to kill house. Kill house is going to be loaded up. Supply drop just landed there too, so we might as well just know it going into it. Be ready for a firefight.
Using bandages now.
It's obvious we got a sniper out there. You can hear him popping off. Bulldog, it took me 2 weeks and about 50 restarts, but I finally cleared the power gain line in Waning Moon 1-2. Did it with only 4 revives, all on Deadpool. Nice. Nice, man. Congrats.
The safe zone is collapsing.
At least that is over for you.
All just 9mm.
Yeah.
Anytime I die before my
The
pistols start
revived
over,
flight
that's
will
fair.
arrive in 1 minute.
Alright, fellas, let's get ready for some fun, because you know this is going to be crazy town.
That's the reason for my name.
I'm going for this back corner. Ooh, Afar, what's got you?
Sniper. In between us, too.
Your teammate has been killed. Get the dog tags and help them return to the battle.
It's like on the hill near you guys.
What direction?
Your direction. He was shooting across the road at me.
Ah, so up here?
From you guys, yeah.
Let's see what I can find up here.
Back in the tower. I wouldn't doubt that he's just sitting in the tower.
I don't see anybody.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute. Dog tags have been scanned successfully. Your teammate
Who
will
got 'em?
return to the battle when the next revived flight arrives.
He got me again.
Oh, shoot.
Why is
Two of
that?
them.
Don't give up. You can still return to the battle.
Two of them in here.
It's early. I just come that on you.
I should have thrown a grenade, really.
Engaging the enemies. Enemy down.
Good kill.
Cover.
Half of the teams are eliminated. Your teammate is on the revived flight.
Enemy eliminated.
Minute 20.
Chip terminal is almost ready. Your teammate has scanned your dog tags. Wait for the revived flight.
Dude. This dude's on fire.
Why is it? Alright, picking up anything.
Careful, there's another guy right in front of you.
The safe zone is collapsing.
Oh my god.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Somewhere far. There he is. There he is.
Engaging the enemies.
I had a baby.
Reloading. Using bandages now. Using adrenaline shot now.
Man, I got nothing but hemoes.
Down.
Was that a sniper?
Yeah, and there's a guy on the roof with him. There's a guy on the roof right where he went
Teammate has
down.
been killed. Get the dog tags and help them return to the battle.
If you look at the, be crazy, if you look at the smokestack, or whatever was up there around him, there was a guy there. I couldn't see where the sniper was.
I know there's a sniper directly behind me somewhere, but
You have
I'll go
returned
for
to
this
the
guy's
battle.
tags. Don't go for him. I've got
Down
him.
to the last 5 teams.
I'm grabbing his tags and
cover?
jumping down.
still don't have a scope on this thing. Jeez.
Get the dog tag.
I've got a supply drop right here. People are gonna rush towards it, I'm assuming.
The last revive flight will arrive in 1 minute. Dog tags have been scanned
Other
successfully.
four, so
Your teammate will return to the battle when the next revive flight arrives.
I'm trying not to take our guy's stuff, but we're 3 of the 4. One of them was sniper. I got one guy over here.
I'm gonna pick up the war machine.
Reloading.
Okay.
Cover me.
There's a guy on this hillside, right outside of where I'm at.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Shit.
You down?
Nope. This guy's in here with me, and I have no idea where he went.
Okay, I'm coming down now. With a small circle, I should be able to destroy a few people with the war machine.
Your
I
teammate
got a
is
guy
on
here.
revive flight. The safe zone is collapsing.
Front side of the building. There you go. I'm inside of our, I guess, slither of health.
Your teammate has been killed.
Oh. Shut that door.
Whoever is by my body might be picking up a war machine. I used most of it up.
We should make a game called MCOD, Marvel Call of Duty. Look out, Ronan's got a sniper rifle. Can Cap Infinity War bypass Mighty Charge? No, I don't think so. I have to think on that, but I don't think he does. I'm fairly certain he doesn't. Let me put it that way.
Let him fight it out.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
This Gasopo guy doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Dude's like he just froze.
Yeah.
Maybe he saw Farah's secret trick.
The safe zone is collapsing. Only 2 teams left, getting close to victory.
You and one other. It's got to be the guy that just drove the car. There he is. He's on the other side of that wall. He's going to die to the storm.
Nice.
Saw that coming. Jeez. All right, we'll take it. 3 first-place victories. Were they nasty? Yes. Were they victories? Yes.
there we go.
I had 0 kills. Look at that. I'm brilliant.
I had to. Somebody send this guy a Christmas card. Let him know we said thank you.
Yeah.
James says, I didn't expect you to win this one. You and me both.
People like those tonight, where we
had
had
a
no
couple.
business winning.
None. Matter of fact, only the one was really a clean run. So, all right, guys, listen. I greatly appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out. Let's run some credits and get up out of here. Don't forget, you can always support the channel by hitting that membership button or donations directly through PayPal right over here. In the meantime, let's run some credits. Thanks everybody for coming in, hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. Mods over on Twitch. We've got Afara, new subscriber, aka Afara, resubscribing through his Amazon Prime. Thank you, man. Greatly appreciate it as always. 18 months, I think, straight is what it said. And the new sponsor, Be Crazy. He got crazy up in here sponsoring the channel. Thank you, brother. Took the number back up to 13. It was at 12, so back up on the rise. With that being said, I'm getting out of here. You guys take care, have fun, and as always, keep on gaming. Except keep your MCOC game time down. And remember, try to help us out by keeping your spending to a very, very small minimum if you have to spend. Try to pass on offers and anything else popping up because, well, we're trying to help out. So any help's greatly appreciated. With that being said, though, I'm out. Y'all take care, have fun, and as always, keep on gaming.